Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters, who insisted she work as their servant. Cinderella rose before dawn to sweep ashes in the hearth, clean the floors, and cook their meals. Her stepsisters lounged in fine dresses, teasing her about her ragged clothes. One day, a royal messenger arrived with a golden scroll. The king announced a grand ball. Every young lady in the kingdom was invited. The stepsisters tried on silks and jewels. Cinderella asked politely if she could go too. But her stepmother sneered and said, "You go? You belong to the ashes." On the night of the ball, the stepsisters and stepmother departed in carriages. Cinderella was left behind, heart aching. Tears filled her eyes. When suddenly, a soft glow filled the room. From the glow appeared her fairy godmother, kind, gentle, with a wand that sparkled. "You shall go to the ball," said the fairy godmother, "but only until midnight. After that, the magic will fade." With a wave of her wand, Cinderella's rags became a shimmering gown. The wand flicked again. Mice turned into horses, a pumpkin into a golden coach. In moments, Cinderella rose into the coach and rode off toward the palace, her heart full of hope. At the palace, she entered, and all conversation stopped. Everyone gasped at her beauty. The prince, captivated, asked her to dance. They twirled beneath chandeliers, lost in joy. But as the clock struck 11, Cinderella glanced nervously at the clock. She fled, one glass slipper slipping off as she ran. The prince picked up the slipper and vowed to find its owner across the kingdom. He visited every house. The stepsisters struggled to make it fit. The prince came to Cinderella's home. She asked to try, and the slipper fit her perfectly. Joy filled the air. The prince embraced Cinderella, and they were married in a grand ceremony. They lived happily ever after, and always remember, kindness, hope, and a brave heart can bring magic to your life.
Wait! You have not subscribed? Please press subscribe button now. Thank you, cutie.
On a quiet night, Z was lying on a soft blanket in her backyard. The sky above her was full of stars, sparkly, twinkly, magical stars. Her garden smelled like roses and warm earth. Next to her was a toy telescope. But Z liked using her own eyes better. She stared up, full of wonder. Then, a flicker, a glow. Something shiny fluttered near the rose bushes. It wasn't a bug. It sparkled like a star and moved like a dream. Poof! Out popped a tiny fairy, no bigger than Z's hand. She had sparkly wings and shimmered like glitter in the air. "Hello, Z. I'm Nova, she said with a giggle. Do you want to visit the stars with me? Zee's eyes lit up. Before she could answer, the stars above swirled and danced, and floating down came a tiny spaceship. It was made of flower petals, glowing stardust, and bits of moonlight. Zee and Nova climbed aboard. Whoosh! The ship zoomed up, past rooftops, past clouds, higher and higher, right into space. They zoomed past the moon, who smiled down with his big cratered face and waved a shiny beam of silver light. They landed on Mercury, hot and rocky. Zee bounced around, giggling as golden light sparkled all around her. Next stop, Venus. The sky was full of golden clouds that spun like honey swirls. The ship floated through the glowing mist. Far, far away, Earth looked like a shiny marble, blue, green, and white. Look, whispered Zee, that's our home. Then they danced across Mars. The red dust swirled as Zee made tiny footprints beside an old rover. Jupiter came next, huge and full of storms. They flew above the giant red spot and saw lightning flashing below. Then Saturn, with rings like shiny ribbons. Zee and Nova skated across the rings like dancers. Uranus spun quietly in soft blue light, tipped sideways like a sleepy planet. At Neptune, they floated in bubbles, twirling and laughing through wild, windy blue clouds. Then Pluto, a teeny, icy world. Zee caught a sparkling snowflake and held it up to the stars. And then, all the planets lined up to wave goodbye, and as the ship flew past, their colors made a glowing rainbow trail. They zoomed into the Milky Way, a big, swirling galaxy full of stars and magic. Pink, purple, and blue clouds floated like cotton candy. Suddenly, glowing fairies appeared. They were painting new stars with twinkly brushes. Zee and Nova watched, eyes wide with wonder. Then, swoosh! They jumped onto a shooting star and rode it through a tunnel of light and sparkles. Next, they passed a big black hole that spun like a whirlpool of space. It looked a little spooky, but also amazing. There, Z held a glowing starberry in her hands. She closed her eyes and whispered a wish into the stardust. It was time to go home. The ship zoomed toward Earth as the very first light of morning peeked over the horizon. With a gentle whir, they landed back in the garden. Everything sparkled with morning dew. The world was quiet and peaceful. Nova gave Z a warm, glowing hug. Then, poof! She vanished into sparkles, leaving behind a twinkling star charm in Z's hand. And from that day on, whenever Z looked up at the stars, she smiled because she knew anything is possible. Anything. Once upon a time, Zeki, a young adventurous girl, cuddled under her soft pink blanket. Her teddy bear backpack was right beside her. Sparkly sugar dust floated in through the window. Zeki yawned and slept for candy dreams. Bloop! Zeki landed with a soft squish. She looked around. What a place! Jelly hills wobbled, slimy rivers bubbled, and trees were made of giant lollipops and candies. There, Zeki saw a castle made of candy canes. It twirled and sparkled in the sun. Tiny candy people jumped and cheered. "Welcome, Princess Zeki!" Suddenly, a crown made of gumdrops floated down, and it landed gently on Zeki's head. "You're the princess now," said a gummy bear. Zeki smiled the biggest smile. But then, poof! The crown disappeared. Zeki gasped. "Oh no!" Sticky slime footprints led out of the castle. She grabbed her backpack. "Let's go!" Zeki followed a squishy path made of jelly beans. Her light-up sneakers blinked with every step. "I'll find that crown," she said, feeling brave. A gust of wind whooshed by. Giant marshmallows flew through the sky. Zeki giggled as one puffed up around her head. She looked like a marshmallow princess. Zeki met a red candy stick with googly eyes. "Follow the slime that sparkles," it said. "Thank you." Zeki smiled and skipped ahead. The cave was dark, gooey, and glowing. Pink slime dripped from the roof. Plop, plop, Zeki tiptoed carefully. "It smells like bubble gum." big gummy bugs blocked her way. Zeki gave them fizzy candy drops. The bugs wiggled and laughed, then bounced aside. "Thank you, squishy friends." Zeki clapped her hands. Clap, clap. 3 giant candy friends woke up with big yawns. "We'll help you, princess," they said kindly. Zeki reached a long bridge made of sour ropes. It bounced with every step. Boing, boing. Zeki held tight and made it across. Phew! In a shiny minty room, Zeki saw a mirror. It showed her crown and where it is hiding, and caramel footprints pointed the way. "I'm close," she cheered. Zeki walked through a forest full of caramel. Her shoes went squish squish in the sticky goo, but she didn't stop. Adventure needs sticky feet. A big juicy giant made of fruit drops knelt down. "Need a ride?" he rumbled. "Yes, please." Zeki climbed onto his shoulder. Up, up they went. Oops! Zeki fell into a pit of sleepy gummy bears. They yawned, stretched, and gently lifted her up. She giggled. In the dark, Zeki found lollipops that glowed. She used them to light the way. A secret path sparkled ahead. At the top of a tall candy tower, Zeki spotted her gumdrop crown. She climbed up, reached out, and grabbed it. "Hooray! I found it!" Back at the castle, candy friends threw a party. Sprinkles rained from the sky. Everyone danced. "Princess Zeki is back! Princess Zeki is back!" Zeki opened her eyes. She was in her bed. Was that all a dream, she wondered. Then she saw it, a tiny gumdrop crown on her pillow.
What if a simple lamp held a genie that could grant your wishes, but your heart is what truly matters? Let me tell you the magical tale of Aladdin, adventure, danger, and wisdom. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Thank you. In an ancient city lived a poor young orphan named Aladdin. He lived with his mother, helping her in households and dreaming of adventure, a magical journey. One day, a mysterious man approached Aladdin in the marketplace. He said that he is a magician and offered Aladdin money and treasures if he helped him retrieve a magical lamp from a cave. The magician led Aladdin to a secret cave, dark and filled with jewels. He said, "Go inside and bring me that golden lamp, but do not touch anything else." Aladdin entered, being amazed to see the gems, gold, and ancient artifacts. He found the lamp tucked away and took it carefully. but the magician trapped him inside the cave and left him behind. Aladdin, scared but brave, rubbed the lamp. Suddenly, a genie appeared. "I am the genie of the lamp," boomed a mighty voice. "I will grant your wish." Aladdin thought, "I wish to go home first." In an instant, he was back with his mother. The genie asked, "What is your second wish?" Aladdin said, "I wished to be a prince to win the princess's hand." With a swirl of magic, Aladdin transformed into a handsome prince with grand clothes and horses. He rode to the palace and met the princess. Her eyes shined with curiosity. They walked through the gardens, laughed and shared stories. Aladdin felt hope. But the magician learned about the lamp and plotted to steal it. One night, disguised, the magician sneaked into the palace and swapped the original lamp with a fake lamp. With the original lamp in his hands, the magician commanded the genie, "Take Aladdin's palace to my land." Aladdin awoke in a distant desert and realized he had lost his power. He searched, traveled long roads, and faced challenges to find the lamp. Finally, he reached the magician's land and confronted him bravely. With cleverness and courage, Aladdin tricked the magician and reclaimed the lamp. He rubbed the lamp, summoned the genie, and wished the magician gone forever. The genie vanished the villain and restored the palace to its rightful place. Aladdin and the princess were married in a grand celebration. Aladdin ruled with kindness, and the genie remained his loyal friend. The magic lamp's power taught Aladdin that true strength lies in wisdom, courage, and heart. And so, Aladdin's tale remains a reminder: be careful with wishes, but brave with your heart.
Have you ever seen a mermaid baby? Minnie hadn't either. Until that moonlit night, she was about to meet a friend unlike any other in the whole wide world.
One soft evening, Minnie was at the beach with her family. The sunset painted the sky with warm pinks, purples, and golds. Gentle waves whispered as a cool breeze brushed her cheeks. Minnie sat building sandcastles beneath the first silver glow of the moon, feeling a sparkle of excitement. Minnie shaped tall towers and wide walls on her sandcastle, decorating it with shiny shells, sea glass, and green seaweed. As she pressed the last shell in place, a silver light shimmered over the wet sand, as if her castle was waking up with secret magic. Minnie heard a soft splash. She turned and gasped. Just beneath the moonlit waves, a shimmering light flickered like fireflies. The water glowed and rippled with quiet magic, as if calling her to discover something hidden beneath the sea. From the silver waves rose Marina, a glowing baby mermaid. Her seafoam green hair floated like seaweed, and her tail shimmered with pale lavender and silver. Her big, ocean blue eyes met Minnie's, and she smiled with gentle warmth. Marina softly told Minnie her secret. The enchanted moon pearl had been lost. Without it, the sea was growing dim and sleepy. Marina's glowing face looked both sad and hopeful, wishing Minnie might help bring the light back. Marina gave Minnie a glowing seashell compass that pulsed with silver light. She said it would shine brighter near clues. Minnie held it in her hand, feeling the magic thrum softly, ready to help find the lost pearl. The compass led them to a quiet tide pool under moonlight. A glowing fish appeared, sparkling like a living star. It spoke a soft riddle that tinkled like bells. What only shines when day is done and hides behind the setting sun? Minnie giggled and answered, "The moon!" The fish twirled, releasing a glowing bubble with a silver scale inside. Clue number 1. The bubble sparkled as it floated, and Minnie caught it gently, beaming with pride. The compass pointed toward tall sand dunes. As Minnie and Marina approached, moonlight passed through a seashell wind chime. It played a soft lullaby, revealing a second glowing silver scale beneath the sparkling sand. Marina touched the second scale. Warm memories swirled around her like light in water. She remembered the moon pearl's last place, near the whispering rocks, where the sea hummed with secret sounds. Her eyes sparkled with new hope. Minnie and Marina entered a shallow lagoon. The water shimmered like starlight. Marina's tail glowed beneath them as they waded slowly, wrapped in soft waves and moonlight, deeper into the adventure. At the whispering rocks, tiny crabs tapped shells in a gentle rhythm. The sound led them to a large stone. Minnie lifted it carefully, revealing clue number 3, a glowing silver scale tucked inside a small crevice. A path of glowing pebbles twisted ahead into a moonlit maze. The compass pulsed as Minnie stepped carefully, guided left, then right. The maze whispered secrets as they followed the glowing trail toward the heart of the mystery. At the maze's center, a sleepy sea turtle rested on soft sand. In a slow voice, it told them the moon pearl had been taken by a jealous storm ray who lived deep in the dark reef. It wished them luck on their journey. Marina touched Minnie's hand and whispered a spell. A glowing air bubble formed around Minnie's head. She could now breathe underwater. Minnie blinked with wonder and smiled, ready to explore the reef below. Together, they dove into glowing waves. Coral shimmered, and curious fish darted around them like stars. The reef loomed ahead, dark and twisting, but Minnie followed the compass light with steady hands and brave heart. Inside the reef, lightning danced softly across the cave walls. A large storm ray slept in shadows, its wide body glowing faintly. Near it, the moon pearl shone like a star trapped in coral. Minnie held her breath, watching closely. Minnie sang the lullaby from the seashell chime. Her voice drifted through the water. The storm ray's eyes opened slowly, its face softening. It gently nudged the moon pearl toward them, giving it back without a fight. Marina placed the pearl on her necklace. Light burst gently through the water. The ocean sparkled with silver magic. Fish, coral, and Marina herself glowed with new life, her tail shining with stars and moonlight. Marina smiled and gave Minnie a moon-shaped shell. Minnie hugged her tightly, promising to return. As the tide swept over her feet, Marina waved from the glowing sea, sparkling like a dream beneath the moon, forever in Minnie's heart.
In a bright, sunny meadow, filled with colorful flowers, lived a hare, who was very, very fast. And he loved to tell everyone about it.
I am the fastest animal in the whole wide world.
The other animals just rolled their eyes. One day, a quiet, wise tortoise was listening nearby. He looked up at the hare and said calmly,
"Big words. I will race you."
The hare was so surprised, he fell silent for a moment. Then he burst out laughing.
A race? Against you? This will be easy.
And so the great race was set. The wise old owl stood as the judge.
Ready, set, go.
Whoosh! The hare was gone in a giant puff of dust. The dust settled to show the starting line was empty, except for the tortoise, who had just taken his first slow step. In no time at all, the hare was already over the first hill. He looked back.
I can't even see him. I have time for a little fun.
He saw a delicious patch of carrots by the side of the road.
Munch, munch, crunch. A quick snack won't hurt.
Meanwhile, the tortoise just kept going. Plod, plod, plod. With a full belly, the hare felt the warm sun. He started to feel very sleepy.
I'll just take a tiny nap under this shady tree.
He curled up in the soft grass and fell fast asleep. Zzz.
Wait! You have not subscribed? Please press subscribe button now. Thank you, cutie.
But the tortoise didn't stop. He didn't take a snack break, and he didn't take a nap. Slowly, with building importance and a hint of a smile in the voice, slow and steady, he walked right past the sleeping hare. He saw his competitor, but just smiled and kept going. He walked up the next hill and down the other side. The finish line was getting closer and closer. Suddenly, a falling leaf tickled the hare's nose. He woke up with a start. He looked down the path, and his eyes went wide. Oh no! The tortoise was just about to reach the finish line. The hare scrambled to his feet. He ran faster than he had ever run before. The ground flew by beneath his paws. But the tortoise stretched out his neck and crossed the finish line. The crowd of animals went wild. The hare arrived just 1 second too late. He had lost the race. The happy tortoise was lifted up as the winner, but he saw the sad hare and came over to help him up. The hare finally understood. It's not always about being the fastest. Each word is important, because sometimes slow and steady wins the race.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share,
and subscribe.
Have you ever met someone so kind, so full of surprises, that every day feels like an adventure? Meet Mr. Feast, a cheerful friend with a bag full of magical surprises, who inspires children to be active, creative, and kind. Today he's bringing his special challenge to the town, and you won't believe the fun that's about to unfold. One sunny morning, Mr. Feast arrived with a basket full of surprises and a big smile that made everyone giggle with excitement. He reached into his magical bag and handed out shiny markers and papers, saying, "Let's create something amazing together." Every child's drawing received cheer. Wow, what a brilliant sun, Mia! Max, that rocket could reach the stars, he exclaimed. Next, Mr. Feast set up a lively adventure course. Jump, run, and climb, he called. Let's see how fast your imagination and feet can go. He reminded them, helping friends makes the challenge even more fun. Soon, laughter echoed through the park as everyone worked together. Then came a kindness quest. With his magic bag, Mr. Feast and the kids gathered treasures to share with others. After their quest, it was time for magical story time. His voice painted pictures in the children's minds, and they imagined faraway lands full of wonder.
Hey!
He invented games where imagination ruled. Children hopped, spun, and laughed until their cheeks were rosy, discovering fun in every move. Just when the children thought the day couldn't get any better, Mr. Feast unveiled the biggest surprise yet. A sky full of floating colors and magic.
Wow!
Together they ran, lifting kites into the sky. Each kite carried a wish a dream, or a promise to be kind, active, and creative. Today, you all created, played, helped, and laughed, said Mr. Feast. Remember, a little kindness and creativity can make the world brighter. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Mr. Feast waved goodbye. But the magic he sparked stayed with every child, inspiring a world full of joy, imagination, and generosity.
In the heart of a golden city, where bells chimed sweetly at sunset, stood a statue that watched over all, the Happy Prince. Covered in gold, with sapphire eyes and a ruby on his sword, he shone like a star. He must have been so happy, said the children, but they didn't know his heart. One evening, a little swallow flew into the city, tired from a long journey. He nestled at the prince's shoulder to rest for the night. But suddenly, a drop of water fell on him. The swallow looked up in surprise. The happy prince was weeping. When I was alive, the prince whispered, I never saw pain, but now I see sorrow everywhere. There's a poor mother, her child is sick and hungry. The little swallow fluttered his wings. I'll help, he said softly. So the prince gave him the ruby from his sword, and the swallow flew to her home, leaving it by her hand. The mother smiled and thanked her child, sleeping peacefully beside her. Now, said the prince, there's a boy with no shoes, shivering in the cold. Take one of my eyes, said the prince. The swallow dropped the glowing gem by the boy's foot. His eyes lit up with joy. Then he gave away his second eye to a girl selling matches, alone in the snow. She looked at the gem in awe. Her heart warmed. Piece by piece, the swallow took the gold from the prince's body. He gave it to the poor, to the hungry, to the sad, until the prince was no longer golden. Winter came. The swallow was cold and tired, but he stayed with his friend. You gave everything, the swallow whispered. With one last breath, the swallow closed his eyes. The statue's heart broke in two. High above, two shining spirits rose into the stars. The happy prince and the swallow, together, forever. Had was 16. She loved to bake cookies, pies, and sweet little things just for herself. Her laughter was quiet. Her thoughts ran deep. Most days, she stared up at the sky and wondered, was anyone up there like her, hungry not for food, but for comfort, stories, and a little light? One quiet evening, she stepped outside and looked up. The moon, once full and proud, looked thin, like a sliver of fading light.
Someone should feed it.
She half joked, but then a soft silver voice floated down.
Yes, please.
Had's eyes widened. She held her breath. The moon had answered, She ran to the kitchen, heart racing.
Did I imagine that?
The air smelled of cinnamon and clouds. She cracked an egg, smiled nervously.
Well, if you're really hungry, you'd better like lemon muffins.
Outside, the moon glowed, just a little brighter. That night had placed a golden muffin on the porch. She sat beside it, knees hugged to her chest.
This is yours, and here is a story to go with it.
She spoke of a rainy bakery and a memory from long ago. The moon shimmered as it was listening. The next evening had brought 2 cookies and a smile.
Tonight's story is about the time I got flour in my eyebrows and sneezed cake batter.
She giggled under the stars. The moon, rounder now, almost chuckled too. She baked star cookies and arranged them like constellations.
See this one? That's the time I climbed a tree and got stuck till sunset.
The moon twinkled. Frosting caught its glow.
You like adventure stories, huh?
A breeze brushed her cheek, maybe a reply. That night, Had didn't bake. Her heart felt too heavy. She sat in the dark. Clouds covered the moon.
Sorry, I had nothing to give.
Silence. Then, the clouds parted slightly. A pale glow touched her face. Gentle, forgiving. Even when she had nothing, the moon still stayed. The next night, she returned with a tiny heart-shaped pie.
This one's about feeling invisible, about standing in a crowd, wishing someone would see me.
She looked up. The moon glowed warmer.
Thank you for listening.
As she placed berry cakes on the railing, a small voice piped up. Who are you feeding? It was Lila, her tiny neighbor.
The moon. It listens.
Lila said, Really?
Only if you share dessert and secrets.
That night, 2 voices told stories to the stars. The moon beamed, fuller than before. Rain poured in silver ribbons, had stayed indoors, placing a cupcake on the window ledge.
This one's about my first song.
Thunder rolled, lightning faded, the clouds shifted, and the moon, dim but present, waited in the rain too. Later, she found her grandmother's old wooden spoon. That night, she stirred peach crumble and smiled.
She taught me to measure sugar with my heart.
The crumble steamed. The moon glowed golden. She decorated sugar cookies with frosting, swirls, stars, one shaped like the moon.
This one's for you. Don't laugh. It's my best attempt.
She spoke of her first painting class, and clouds that looked like mashed potatoes. The moon flickered softly, holding in laughter, Tonight, she invented something new. Vanilla cookies with lemon glaze and sugar crystals.
I call them moon bites.
The moon gleamed wider.
I think you like these.
For the first time, Had didn't just feel like a baker. She felt like a friend. She sat with an old notebook, flipping pages. Childhood stories whispered from the paper. She read one aloud, a tale of a bear who couldn't sleep.
I never showed this to anyone.
The moon brightened. Maybe the stories we hide are the ones we most need to share. That night, the moon was full, round like a lantern, had brought one last treat, her favorite birthday cake.
Tonight's story is about finding my voice and trusting it again.
The moon hung high, and so did her heart. Had sat on a blanket with Lila. They wore cozy scarves, sharing a moonbite. Do you think it's full now? Lila asked. Had said, smiling. Yes, and so am I. Above them, the moon glowed, perfectly round. Its silver light wrapped around them like the warmest kind of hug. In a quiet town, tucked between hills and painted skies, lived Faj, an 18-year-old girl with a gentle heart and a blessed gift for seeing beauty. She loved to paint, walls, notebooks, sidewalks, anything. One rainy afternoon, Faj saw an old woman struggling in the rain. Without hesitation, she ran to help. Under the umbrella, Old Woman smiled, then quietly handed Faj a small wooden box of paints and whispered, "For those who paint with heart." Then she vanished into the misty street. At home, Faj dipped a brush into the strange paints and drew a sunflower. To her shock, it bloomed from the page, real and warm. She tried again, a giggling teacup, then a little ink-blot cat that bounced to life. Faj blinked. What is happening? Faj began painting things for others. Warm gloves for the postman, twinkling lights for an alley, cheerful chairs that played soft music. She didn't tell anyone. She just watched joy bloom wherever she painted, feeling her heart swell like a balloon filled with color. One afternoon, Faj painted a giant mural of her neighborhood, but instead of copying life, she painted how she imagined people could be: brave, free, joyful. A shy boy with a trumpet, a baker in dancing shoes. The mural shimmered softly, almost breathing. By morning, strange changes had begun. The boy played music in the park. The baker twirled in flowery shoes. Everyone seemed inspired, some joyful, some confused. Had Faj done something wrong? Or had she just shown them a reflection they hadn't dared to see? That night, a glowing painted door appeared on Faj's bedroom wall. She hadn't painted it. It shimmered with soft golden strokes. Her ink hat blot stared, then leapt toward it. Curious and nervous, Faj touched the handle and stepped into the world of her own creation. Inside was a world made of brushstrokes and color. She saw her mural characters walking, laughing, and arguing. They looked like her neighbors, but different, like dreams with legs. She even saw a version of herself, one who had never painted anything at all. The sky cracked, colors melted, characters shouted things they didn't understand. Faj realized this world was beautiful, but broken. You can't force people to become something they're not ready for. Dreams are powerful, but without truth, they crumble. With a steady heart, Faj lifted her brush and gently unpainted the false dreams. "Not erased," she whispered, "just released." The world softened. Some smiled, others wept. But now they could choose their own way forward, real, not imagined. Back in the real world, Faj repainted the mural, this time as it truly was. The tired baker with flour on her cheek, the boy practicing music in the sunlight. Not perfect, not imaginary, just true. And it was more beautiful than ever. People gathered around the mural. This time, they knew Faj was the artist. No one asked for magic. They just thanked her for seeing them, for showing them who they really were inside. Faj blushed, her heart glowing brighter than any paint. That night, the painted door stayed on her wall, quiet, waiting. Blot curled beside it. Faj smiled, picked up her brush, and began to paint again. Not to change the world, just to remind it. Kindness, like color, only needs someone willing to share it. Once upon a time, in the heart of a beautiful forest, there was a village where lived a boy named Jimmy. Jimmy loved exploring every corner of the forest, uncovering its secrets and making friends with its creatures. And he always imagined going to the hills that surrounded his village. One fine morning, while Jimmy was exploring the jungle, he found a massive footprint. He follows the trail and discovers Jumbo, a gentle giant who is standing peacefully in his garden of oversized flowers.
giant.
Hello there, little friend. What brings you to my garden?
I heard stories about giants, but I never thought I would meet one. My name is Genie.
Jimmy, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Jumbo. Would you like to see my garden?
Jimmy and the Jumbo the giant start spending time together. Jumbo is kind-hearted and loves listening to Jimmy's stories about the village and his dreams of adventure.
Tell me more about your village, Jimmy. It sounds wonderful.
Well, we have a bakery that makes the best pies and a river where we go fishing. But I have always wondered what's beyond those big hills.
I have wondered that too, Jimmy. Maybe one day we'll find out together.
As they were talking and sharing stories, a storm approaches the village. Jimmy notices that the wind is too strong for the village's windmill to turn, which will leave the village without power.
Oh no! If the windmill doesn't turn, we won't have any electricity.
Don't worry, Jimmy. I think I can help.
Jimmy and Jumbo work together. Jumbo gently lifts the windmill's blades and turns them with his massive hands, allowing the wind to catch them and generate power for the village.
It's working! You're amazing! Jumbo!
The villagers cheer as the lights turns back on. They gather around Jimmy and Jumbo, thanking them for their help. That evening, Jimmy and Jumbo sit on a hill overlooking the village, watching the stars.
Jumbo, do you think there are more giants out there?
Maybe, Jimmy. But for now, I'm happy to be here with you and your village.
Me too. Jumbo. Me too.
They smile at each other, knowing that their friendship has brought joy and help to their village. And so, Jimmy and Jumbo's friendship grew stronger with each passing day. Together, they showed that sometimes the biggest adventures are found in the smallest acts of kindness. And our story ends here. On a sunny beach where the waves whispered secrets, a little boy named Magani tiptoed across the golden sand. He loved collecting shiny, colorful bottles. "This one is green like the jungle," he giggled, holding up a bottle with delight. Just as Magani reached for another bottle, he saw something sparkle in the sand. It was purple and glowing. "Ooh," he whispered as the light danced on his face. What could be inside? With a swirl of light and puff of sparkling mist, a genie flew out of the bottle. Whoosh went the wind as the genie hovered, glowing and grinning. Magani's eyes went wide. "Are you a fairy?" he asked. The genie laughed. "Not quite." The genie floated gently, his silvery mustache curling in the breeze. "I am Tatamil," he said, with a twinkle in his golden eyes. "And I think You found one of my memories. Tatamil sighed and gazed at the sea. Long ago, I had a library full of bottles. Each one held a memory, but I've forgotten so many. Magani blinked. Can I help you find them? He asked. The genie smiled wide. Tatamil held a red bottle in his glowing hands. Ready? He asked. Magani nodded. With a whirl and a whoosh, they zoomed into the bottle's memory, into a jungle full of music and color. Tiny monkeys danced and played drums. Magani danced along, giggling and enjoying. Tatamil floated above, glowing brighter. Yes, I remember this place and monkey dance, he cheered. With a shimmer and spin, they whooshed back to the beach. The bottle now glowed golden. One memory returned, said Tatamil. Magani clapped. Let's find more. Plop! Into a new bottle they went, this time underwater. Fish with rainbow fins zoomed past, and glowing jellyfish floated like balloons. Magani said, "We're swimming without swimming." In a coral cave library, a jellyfish librarian gave Tatamil a tiny glowing card. "You've been gone a long time," she said kindly. Magani giggled as bubble books floated by. "Can I borrow one?" Back on the beach, a bottle tied to a balloon wobbled in the breeze. "Oh no!" cried Magani as it lifted into the sky. "Follow it!" Tatamil whooshed after it, with Magani giggling and laughing. They floated up, up, up into a land of clouds. Fluffy castles and flying birds waved hello. "I lived here once," said Tatamil, smiling big. Magani bounced on a soft puff of cloud. A storm rolled in, rumbling and spinning. "Quick, solve the puzzle!" shouted Tatamil. Magani twisted glowing pieces in the air. Click, crackle, the storm stopped. "Hooray!" they both cheered. After their sky adventure, Magani and Tatamil sat on a beach towel and shared sparkly juice. "Best picnic ever!" Magani grinned, sticky fingers and all. One bottle swirled like a rainbow. Inside, Magani saw Tatamil as a young Genie hovering inside the bottle. "That was me?" the Genie laughed. "I had fabulous hair." Magani giggled. "You still do." Inside a dream bottle, Tatamil met his younger self. They touched hands, and magic shimmered around them. "I remember who I was," whispered Tatamil. Magani gave a big smile. "You're even cooler now." One quiet evening, Magani looked up at the stars and made a wish. "I wish we can keep finding memories forever." Tatamil hovered above, softly glowing. "Me too, little friend." Together, they built a new library out of bottles, tall, twisty towers full of colors and sparkles. Each bottle is a memory, said Magani. And each memory is magic, added Tatamil. Tatamil handed Magani a tiny bottle glowing with orange mist. This one's just for you, he said. Inside was their first adventure, forever safe. Thank you, whispered Magani. As the sun dipped low, Magani and Tatamil floated gently into the sky, trailing glowing bottles behind them. Ready for more stories? Asked the Genie. Always, Magani cheered, and off they went into the magic.
Thank you for watching. If the story was good, then please like, share, and subscribe. Also, press the bell icon for upcoming videos. Take care.